Well, that's it for the West Indies. I'm being joined here by Zishon Qureshi as we continue our coverage on MAQ TV. The West Indies team, they're out of the World Cup. After 4 matches, they have won just one. That was against Bangladesh by 3 runs. Today, they played against Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka batting first, 189 for the loss of 3 wickets. Half centuries to Patham Nissanka. And of course, the young batting sensation now from Sri Lanka, Charit Asalanka. He became the high scorer in the World Cup today after he passed Josh Butler's 212. He got 68 in the end. Sri Lanka 189 for the loss of 3. The West Indies in response, they slipped to 124 for 7 before Shimron Hetmyer scored an unbeaten 81 to take them to 169 for 8, losing by 20 runs. There was also a good knock by the young man from Cuba in Trinidad and Tobago, and that's Nicholas Pooran. So they lost by 20 runs. 1 game to go against Australia on Saturday right here in Abu Dhabi, but it's not enough. The West Indies, the defending champions, are out. Looking on at that game, and joining me now in this wrap is Zishon Qureshi. Zishon was at the game. Where did the West Indies go wrong, Zishon?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, a big total posted up front. We've been speaking this whole World Cup about if you bat first, you need to avoid those early wickets so you can put a nice total on the board. And Sri Lanka did just that with that first wicket partnership and second wicket partnership. And I think the problem with West Indies was, despite the do factor, which should make batting easier, they lost those early wickets. They went too hard up front, and then they struggled in the middle overs. Yes, you had Hetmyer and you had Pooran. They put on a good show. But if you had one partnership early on and then had those innings in the end, you would have been able to chase that total.
Definitely. And skipper Kyron Pollard, he failed to score. Chris Gale at the top of the order, the universe boss here. I think he's reaching his end now. He got just 1. Evan Lewis 8. Ruston Chase 9. Dwayne Bravo, he got 2. Andre Russell 2. So, if cricket was played on paper at the beginning of this tournament, ICC could have just handed the West Indies the title, because you look at the strength on paper. Unfortunately, though, it's played out on the park, and this West Indies team has been really disappointing. And looking ahead now, they have just today, the West Indies Cricket Board announcing that in December, from the 14th of December, the West Indies team goes to Pakistan for 3 T20s and 3 ODIs. It's a stopgap measure as New Zealand recently pulled out. But the West Indies Cricket Board and the PCB, they've always enjoyed a very good relationship. And here comes the West Indies again to rescue Pakistan in terms of having cricket there. So they are going in December. But who from this T20 team will be going? I'm sure a number of the aging warriors would not be there. Looking ahead at Saturday, they play against Australia. What do you think might be the combination, Zishon? Do you think that the coach may look to the future and introduce some of the young players in the mix? Or will he give a swan song to all those aging warriors?
I think the swan song's over. They had 4 games to enjoy themselves and try to bring some wins. I would see from an outside perspective that they should give that chance to the younger guys. Give the chance to the guys who you're going to use in future series, because that kind of exposure against a top Australian team in a World Cup, there's no experience like that. And as you know, these World Cups don't come often. So getting that experience now, leading into that tour of Pakistan in December, it would be good for those people who you're looking to continue on to the team.
Yeah, with the West Indies so far, if I may say so, they have gotten good shows from Nicholas Pooran, Shimron Hetmyer, Akil Hussain, although he didn't come to the party today. But these are 3 players who, Jason Holder, Ruston Chase, that they can look forward to moving on. It's all about now looking ahead at the next T20 World Cup, which will be held in November of 2022. That's it from us. Keep viewing MAQ TV as we continue with a number of games yet to come. Bye for now.